Hey guys, Dale here today, and I want to talk with you about something, burning question that has been on everyone's mind. And it is, why did they make the Schott 618 so dang short? Which could alternately be titled, Why I Stopped Worrying and Learned to Love the Short Shot Jacket. So, the first thing, the answer why, is actually quite straightforward. Because form follows function with this jacket, and to be in a proper riding position for what they were considering at the time, to sit, arms out, on a bike, you do not want the front of the jacket shoved up in your face. So the jacket needs to be short to be above the hinge of your hips so that whenever you bend them, it doesn't get pushed up. So that's a basic just kind of why. Now, from a fashion standpoint or a looking good standpoint, man, why is that jacket so short? I don't like the way it looks. I think you need to just step back a little bit and think about versatility with an expensive item like a leather jacket, and how can you wear it and when can you wear it. And you'll see that a short jacket is actually quite versatile. So I'm wearing the jacket here, zipped up, and yes, you can see the double belt situation going on. I did that on purpose. I wore this really bright belt against these dark jeans so you could see it. I want to emphasize it. Something to note about the jacket, and this is true for a lot of jackets, motorcycle style jackets, they might have a longer back than a front. Some jackets are built the other way around where the front is longer than the back, but you can actually see the back dips over the back belt. That's to help it cover the backside whenever you're in that sitting riding position. It also has a kind of convenient effect where the jacket doesn't get caught on the back top of the belt and then you have to kind of shimmy to get the jacket over into the proper position. So one, I want you to try to embrace the idea that this can be a good look. Maybe it's not for you. That being said, this can be a great look, and I think that's true, but it isn't for everybody. So let's see what happens when we unzip this jacket. Kaboom! Now this looks proper fitting from a modern standpoint too, right? The jacket opens, this part in the front that seemed a little bit short ends up covering the belt somewhat, and you have a kind of trim, easy fit. So in this position, a jacket being worn open, you might be the way that you wear this jacket whenever you're not riding on a motorcycle. Because let's just be honest, if you're riding a motorcycle and you have the need to zip up your jacket all the way, who gives a flying flip if you have two belt buckles showing while you're riding your motorcycle? And then when you get off of it, if you don't like the look, you can just unzip the jacket. Kaboom. End of story, you're done. Happy days are here. Now, there is a kind of hidden thing here, which is about preferences and whether your shirt will be tucked or untucked, and also about how high on the waist or up the waist your pants or trousers are. So, classic style jeans that were made by Levi's, for example, in the 50s, had a higher rise than you would see commonly today, a higher rise than these jeans in particular, by about an inch or two. And so you would actually find in that classic style, if I zipped it up with a higher rise pant, it would actually cover the belt buckle. So it's not like everyone back in the day was running around with two belt buckles showing. And if you're trying to look in that classic sense, well, then maybe you should buy pants that are from that era or are designed to be as though they're from that era. But if you're wearing modern day clothes, which I'm trying to kind of show here, trousers that fit the way modern clothes fit, this can still be a great look. And what about someone who is wearing their shirt untucked or wearing higher rise trousers? A lot of people these days do wear their shirts untucked. And this is kind of where the magic is that this jacket still looks good even if your shirt is untucked. Kaboom! Once again, looks great. Everyone's cheering. It's fantastic. this is a short jacket, but it still looks fine, right? And if you do want to end up zipping up your jacket like this with the shirt untucked, it is a kind of messier look. But then again, you're wearing your shirt untucked, so I suppose you're okay with that. It ain't that messy. It's just a little strip of white under the jacket. I think this looks good, although I prefer my shirt tucked in. And I want to kind of compare this to what happens when you have a jacket that's longer. So I unfortunately don't have the Schott 519 that I used to have, and I've never had a 118, but those are Schott styles that are longer, at least by about an inch or so, depending on the specific size of the jacket. And so I do have this Johnson Leathers custom motorcycle jacket that I had made that I will put on real quick to show you. Here's the Johnson Leathers jacket, a wonderful jacket made for me. Through some movie magic, I have had my belt undone, shirt tucked in, everything put back together like that. So this Johnson leather jacket is about a 26.5-inch length going down the back, and the Schott is just under 24 inches. So this jacket, if you include the little extra tail down there, is about 2.5 inches longer. So what happens when you have a much longer jacket? Well, I would say when you wear that jacket open, which is a very common way to wear a jacket when you're not in a really cold place and you're not on a motorcycle, it looks way sloppier. And that's just because there's so much more material of the jacket that it causes a kind of bell shape to end up happening. No matter, even if the jacket is really trim while worn zipped, which I'll show you, you just have more material. And so it's gonna look kind of sloppy. In fact, I really don't like the way this looks when it's unzipped. So now we've zipped it up, and you can see it really does look quite neat when the jacket is zipped up and everything. So it's kind of just something that comes with the territory with a longer jacket. Now you will be a little bit sloppy when it's open. And I find it is a kind of more universally less good look than it would be with a short jacket. And so, you know, that is, through my experience, why shorter jackets, especially motorcycle style jackets with this big panels that can cause the jacket to open up, that shorter is better than you think and more versatile than you might imagine. And so that's how I learned to stop worrying and start loving the short Schott jacket. So that being said, I think if you tend to wear your shirt untucked all the time, the additional length from one of Schott's longer jackets or just a longer motorcycle jacket in general, it may end up working out for you. And I feel like this is one of those things that really does come up to personal preference. But it's really one of the reasons why the Perfecto has been so enduring, is that the shortness of it allows it to be used across a bunch of different styles of body and wardrobe and still look good, whether you wear it for your style zipped or unzipped, or with your shirt tucked in or untucked, or if you like to wear your trousers high or low. You can find a way to wear the Perfecto, as short as it is, and still look good while doing it.